Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are on this journey. I'm excited to be doing another live for you guys. How is everybody doing? It looks quiet this morning. Hello, hello. Hello, Fatima. How's my lovely soul sister doing? How are you guys feeling? What are we on? Monday. It's Monday morning here, 9 a.m. It looks a little cloudy out today, but hello, Jolie and Army. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be able to connect with you guys. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in and coming by to check out this live. So again, we'll do some tarot readings today. I'm excited to get some more videos out as well. So I'm going to try to work on that this week for you guys. Hello, Chantel and Mary. There's everyone coming in. Crystal. Hello, Crystal. I was just pulling some tarot on the, let's say those ships. There was some three naval ships that were kind of hanging out in the waters there by Australia and New Zealand. So I was going to do a video on that. I'm going to try to see if I can get that done today for you guys. But I was just looking prior to coming on, kind of just looking at the energies behind that. So we will see. I'll get a video out for you guys later. It was requested by somebody in one of the comments. So I didn't even know that was going on. Yeah. So again, thank you so much for joining me, guys. It looks like a majority of you guys are interested in like country energy reports. I posted a post the other day just to see what kind of videos you guys wanted. Because I mean, I'm always open to doing different kind of videos. I did a fun one actually yesterday. Was it yesterday? And it'll be posted later today. But I have a bit of a new, let's say, I have a new offering on my website, but I'm going to be doing like it'll be a mini tarot reading plus a wax spell as well and a guided meditation. And I made these like really cute little spell jars. Look at that, how cute that is. So anyway, I have a video going out later today and I got a new mic, so I thought, okay, great, I can do kind of a guided meditation through the mic as well. And I'm a little disappointed. I did a few testings with it. I mean, the video was wonderful. I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it, but the voice on it was still very low. I mean, I guess I have a bit of a softer voice, but I thought since the microphone was right here, it was going to be really clear and crisp, and it's slightly quiet. So sorry guys, but I'm not refilming it. But I'll be posting that later. Hello. Thankfully. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. So it'll be kind of a tarot reading plus a wax spell to lock in the energy and a little guided meditation to shift us into a new, let's say a new energy, a new perspective. I've been practicing more of my remote viewing and, well, not that I necessarily wanted to do specifically remote viewing, but I've been working on just looking at more at the energetic blueprints when doing healings, for example, of a person. And it kind of led me into doing some remote viewing. So it was pretty interesting. And I was able to connect actually with almost this it looked like a Venusian being. Um, it was kind of a brief connection, but yes, Carolyn, I will be doing some questions today. Thank you for joining me. It was kind of a brief kind of conversation I had with this Venusian, but he presented himself as Dory. He was kind of, it's interesting because you look at Venusians and I think I'm not super familiar with them, but some of them have more of that like reptile look or reptilian look, but this did not. This his name was Dory and he was bald. He had like very almost like a light blue, but a little bit of a translucent appearance. Um, and there was this kind of structure which looked to me like a bit of a Stonehenge structure, but he said it was used for interdimensional travel and how they go in and out of like certain areas or something. It was interesting. So I got a little bit of a conversation going with him, but it was pretty neat, you guys. Pretty neat. So again, I encourage you guys all when you guys are meditating, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, with like being in complete darkness, complete blackness, because you can really open up different windows of perception there. And I thought it was really interesting too, because I'm like, okay, well, maybe Chat GPT can give me like some tests. So I had Chat GPT like test me on some things, and it was really cool. It was really, really cool. I was getting the colors right a lot of the time. And when we moved to different specific objects, but I was able to remote view the certain settings very accurately, which was really cool. So it's something that kind of sparked my interest. So I'll probably look into more of like remote viewing stuff as well. And we'll see what kind of videos come out of that. Yeah. Shifting timelines. March and April will be big months for change. Yes, absolutely. I see that as well. And it's interesting because the video, I mean, the one that I did yesterday, oh my goodness. Excuse me, guys. The video I did yesterday, this one, it was really neat because I did a bit of a tarot spread with it as well. They were only like a couple questions, but the video was on like, let's say, a global expansion and energy shifting, right? Kind of going into that awareness, unity consciousness. And when I was doing the video and I was asking specific questions, one of my questions for this was, what's the current energy shaping the collective right now? And I had the sun and the judgment card came up, and I'm like, oh wow, those are two major arcanas. And if you look at the sun, this is about exposure, illuminations. It's a wake-up call, you guys. So it was really cool to see the actual cards that came out, and there was a lot of fast moving progress. I had the Eight of Wands multiple times. So that will be posted. I think I have it scheduled to post later today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, it was really cool. Are you guys able to see me now? I just tried to restart this one here. This is so frustrating. I don't know why this isn't the first time I've had this issue. Yay! I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'll have to start doing my lives in another room. I mean, Brad does his lives all the time, and he doesn't have issues downstairs. So maybe it's just the area of the home. Again, we even did get like a booster, but I don't think it's working. So sorry, guys. I know that's a pain in the butt. Hopefully we can get through this one. Let's get to some tarot readings for you guys. And I don't know, maybe on my next live, I'll try to take my computer somewhere else. So thank you guys for working with me on this one here. So let's see what we have here. But yes, again, I do have some live Zooms available, but my website's kind of being restructured, so it's a bit more put together. But I will have some freebies for you guys, free meditations and stuff I'm going to be doing. And it should just look nicer. So I'm excited for that. But let's see what we have here. So that again, you guys, is readings with Breanne. If you guys are interested in a personal session, and yes, I do lives. All right, so let's see. I'm just gonna go back up to the top here. I think Crystal was it Crystal that had a question, or Chantel? Um, to see if there's Oh, I thought somebody had a question about disclosure. Oh no, it was Army Wife. Sorry. Okay. Army Wife, can we do a reading on disclosure for March? So let's see what's coming up. What do we have, Spirit? Is there going to be any disclosure coming up with this lunar eclipse in March? What do we have, Spirit, for disclosure? You know what's so crazy right now, you guys? I have my crystal ball kind of in, you guys can't see it, but it looks like there is a hand. The window is illuminating the ball right now. So it's like the hand, you know, the Ace of Pentacles where the hand is coming out. That's what I'm seeing right now. So it almost looks like there could be some evidence, or look at that. Okay. Exposure, illumination on something. So I have a big yes for that, lovely lady. The only thing is, I don't think it's going to be, it's going to be kind of a little bit controlled disclosure, if that makes sense, because the outcome is really like that. Look at that Page of Wands. It's a little bit of, sorry, I thought I just seen something. There's a little bit of just that handout, like, here you go, here's a little bit of information. It's like a little like tidbits. Okay, so absolutely I do see that happening with the outcome and with aspecting that, and the fact that we have the sun in the situation is showing there is illumination on some stuff that has been hidden, but it's not, from what I can see, it's not like a full-blown big thing. It feels like it's more controlled still. And that's kind of what I've been seeing for quite a little bit here. Like, we're gonna start to see more and more stuff come out. It could be like in form of even like whistleblowers and that sort of thing, or certain governments that are releasing information, but it's just going to be very controlled is what I'm getting. So a bit of a yes and a no, but I am going to be doing a deeper tarot and crystal ball gaze for you guys when it comes to March coming up. My gosh, we're almost in March, you guys. How crazy is that? You're waiting for the advanced technology. But also remember, lovely lady, a lot of this stuff, like, yes, again, I do see advanced technology coming out. A lot of it does already exist, but just know that don't have a perspective as you're just waiting for an outside technology to come in to do everything for you. Okay, work on your inner self as well. There is so many stuff out there, you guys, that it sounds a little I don't know if you can label it like woo woo or crazy, but these things actually help and work. And we talked a lot about this on my last live, where it's like talking to your water, programming your water. And that's been a huge focal point of when I've been connecting to Sarah, because she works a lot with water and light codes. And she's like, water is just this conduit of water. This body of water is a conduit that can really amplify energies. So if you program that to really advance your body and clean out the toxicities in your cells, you will see major progress with that. So but in terms of technology, yes, I do see more stuff coming out. Okay, especially with like all the VR and whatnot coming out, there's going to be some incredible things happening, I feel like, on an AI level. So we'll see how that unravels. But let's see, what else do we have here? All right, personal question. Sorry for my crazy hair today. All right, so Connie, there was a question from, let's see here. Jolie, you've been pulling the judgment a lot for yourself. Yeah, you're going through an awakening, my friend. That's really incredible. These major arcanas, they are major sections of our life that are being illuminated. Chantel, can I see if there is love for your son this year? He's 18 and he's never had a girlfriend. All right, let's see what we have for Chantel and her son. What do we have, Spirit, for Chantel and her son? Will there be any romantic relationships coming in for Chantel's son? Yes, I do see a couple ladies coming in here. There's this Queen of Wands, and then there's also this High Priestess energy. So there could be very much a new romantic interest coming in here. I don't think you have anything to be worried about, to be honest. I mean, you have to just let him do his thing, and maybe he's not, maybe he's interested, maybe he's not, but it looks like there's actually something coming in pretty fast for him, especially with the victory as the present. So I'm almost wondering if he is talking to somebody. Maybe he's not, expressing that at the moment, but there is somebody that is very desirable, very a lovely energy coming in here for him. Okay. So yeah, I do see love. I mean, there's a little bit of on this back of the deck, we have a little bit of that instability. So I'm not going to say that this is going to be I can't say for sure that this relationship will be, let's say, like a super happy ending in terms of them being together forever. But there's absolutely, it feels like energy coming in where he's going to be getting into a relationship from what I can see here. So yeah, I do see that. Okay, it will come. Crystal, I won't let you type your message. Ooh, army wife. I drink out of copper cups with crystals. Shungite doesn't work. These kind of things, yes, I see them being absolutely effective. I haven't been doing this lately, but I have those, those water bottles that have crystals on the bottom. You can program your crystals, right? Put your intentions into them. But let's see, I can pull a couple cards for you and see what's the overall energy of army wife when it comes to drinking out of copper cups with crystals. Is this positively helping? Absolutely. Look at that new energy. It's, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. It's balancing out things. Okay. Hello, Candy Cane. Absolutely. It's balancing out certain things. Sorry, my two of pentacles is falling over there. So very good energy for that. So things like that, you guys, I know it sounds a little funny to be like, I'm gonna talk to my water, but or talk to my body, but these things actually help. They help reprogram. So we are energetic beings. Look at like Wi-Fi. You can't see it, or Bluetooth. You can't really physically see how it connects, but it's an energetic field, right? So that's how we are. So treat your vessel, treat this body with kindness, okay? All right, let's keep going, lovely souls. So what do we have? I'm telling you, I've started every day. I mean, I'm in my early stages of doing this, you guys. It's been about maybe close to a week now, something around that. I should have put the exact date down. But every day when I wake up, I first of all, I take even 10 seconds and just say, this is going to be a beautiful day. I'm absolutely growing. I'm abundant. I'm open to opportunities. Have your little spiel. Talk to yourself before you get started with the day and drink your water. So I do have my coffee in the morning, but before I drink that, I have a glass of water and I program my water, and I'm looking to see how, how I change over the, the weeks and months ahead just by doing that every day. It's something, I mean, we eat every day, right? We drink every day. So why not spend those 2 minutes and just program that water, program our food, and see the effect it has on the body. So I will keep you guys posted on that and how it works for me, but it's been amazing so far. So let's see here. Carney, hello, hello, Carney. You just had a quote for your daughter's candy bathroom refit. Do you see Dave if chosen to do a good job? Do I see Dave a candy bathroom? What? A candy bathroom refit? What? I'm not sure what exactly that would look like, but let me see what the tarot has to say. Do I see Dave if chosen to do a good job? What do we have when it comes Spirit to Carney and working with Dave? Will he do a good job? Um, I don't know if that's going to be the person. Okay, there's other options and opportunities as well. Okay, do a little bit of research before you jump into if Dave's like a contractor. Let me scroll down and see if you responded. Oh, Candy is your daughter. Okay, thank you for the clarification. I was thinking of like a candy themed room, to be honest, and it looked really cool, but I couldn't fully. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, girl. Gotcha. Okay, so in terms of working with Dave, I think it would be a good idea to see what some other options are. I don't know if he's really expensive as well, but there's an energy of I don't even know if he's going to be available to do this work, but at the same time, if you guys are able to work with him at the end of the day, yes, there is a good energy behind that. But I would say just get some other, other opinions. Make sure you do a little bit of research on his work, so to speak. Okay, because we do have a little bit of a tough energy. So this could potentially just be he could be a little bit more expensive than you planned, or it could be the fact that he may be unavailable to actually do the work. But there is other options, okay? So don't feel like it's not going to get done, because there absolutely is. Seven of Cups with all those other options for you guys, okay? Candy, your lovely daughter, Candy. I love it. So thank you for your clarification. My apologies. I don't know why I was seeing like a candy room. Like that would be cool. All right. So for Army, for your son, he's has some trouble getting a job. I mean, let's pull a few cards on that and I can see what comes up. What's the energy of Army wife son? He's 31. What's the energy of him getting a job? Oh, gratitude. You know what? Gratitude is so important, you guys. I know everybody talks about that, but it's important. When you get in that vibration of that gratitude, it's just things click. Okay, so think for you guys, like think of a certain situation where you're so grateful, like there's so much unconditional love as well. And I have to say, I know some of you guys, I'm not going to go into the stories again because I've told them multiple times now, but there were a couple instances where I was just helping somebody, just for not expecting anything in return, just being a nice person, just helping that person that needed help. And it doesn't always have to be you giving them money, okay? It could just be helping them out. And the gratitude that is shown, oh my goodness, those states, and when I go back and meditate on that exact moment and those states, that's when things really align, okay? So just you guys think of those times where if you're really wanting to like manifest or get into that higher vibration, think of those times and don't just think of them, put yourself back into that exact experience of them, and you'll see the whole energetics of your body change, okay? So let's keep going on the wife. What do we have for her lovely son, 31 years old? What's the energy of an opportunity or job coming his way? Um, it does look like it's a little bit delayed, lovely lady. Okay, we have that hermit, we have the page of swords. So not to say he can't get one. He absolutely can. But there's just some different ways and different perspectives of seeing things and working with him as well. I feel like he may even be able to like I don't know if he's gonna be doing, like, some kind of a course or learning something, but there is energy here to show he's going to be moving forward and taking charge here. So I absolutely see a positive future for him, but right now, it's, like, a little bit delayed, okay? There will be breakthroughs coming through, but I feel like he's actually gonna be learning something, okay, if that makes sense? So he may be taking, like, a course or something of that matter to help boost some skills up and really set him up for something that he's excited to do. So, yes, in terms of just going to get a job right now, I don't see that specifically happening. It feels like he's more. It feels like he's more looking to. Okay, let me see what your comment was. He is such. He has such trouble. Should I direct him where? Well, it's kind of tuning into his energy as well and just seeing like what is it that he's interested in? What is it that he really wants to move forward with, right? If he has a passion in something, that's what you want to lean into. And also providing an environment, especially for people that have, I'm not for if he just has a bit of maybe ADHD, it could be the environment because that is very stimulating. So having a calm environment, being able to have him say, this is what I'm interested in, this is what I really want to look at. I feel like he's going to go through learning some things here. Like this could be actual courses, learning online. Maybe learning online works great for him. So he's not in kind of that physical, you know what I mean? Sometimes things, people learn better online. Sometimes people learn better in a physical one-on-one experience as well, right? So he has anxiety. So if he's interested, or if he's not interested, let's say if he's open, take him through some different techniques, breath work, because that will help calm his anxiety significantly. Okay. Um, Maybe this would be a good video if I can try to look into doing a deeper dive on let's say when we are struggling with things such as anxiety, it could be even the foods they eat too. My daughter had a really tough time when she was little, and even going into school. She got kicked out of daycare at like under 1 year old, right? I'm like, I don't think I have to worry about this till high school. So it was a really challenging time, but sometimes too the foods that they're eating, like all these things are disruptions in their energy. So just looking at what is it that really that he's truly passionate, what is it lights him up, but also if he's open to working on with breathwork techniques that can really help calm him down. Okay. So maybe we can chat more about that in another time for sure. Thank you so much. Thankfully, I'm just trying to see if you had your question here. Lots of love to you. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. Appreciate all you guys. Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely would love to talk to you more about that. You will think of a question. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thankfully, I'm here for you guys. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, hi, hey Sherry, and a state of bliss. The Fort Knox and the gold. I was gonna do a video on that because I just seen article on that the other day. Is there gonna be gold in Fort Knox? Will the price, let me ask the tarot your question. Will the price of gold be affected by the Fort Knox storyline? Fort Knox storyline. Will the price of gold be affected, Spirit, by the Fort Knox storyline? Look at all this gold. Look at that. There's people hoarding this gold, you guys. This is interesting. I don't even know if half of the gold is there. Like, I haven't looked into the story extensively, but I seen a glimpse of an article and I'm like, oh, I should do a video on that for you guys. Um, I'm almost wondering, look at this. We have the hermit. Is the gold even going to be there? I think it's been moved. I think, look at this, you guys. It has been moved. It is no, or most of it has been moved here with that. People are hoarding it. Certain individuals, certain leaders. Wow, interesting. So, will the price be affected? I feel like that was the main question. I kind of got sidetracked with that storyline, but yes, I do think that there will be, because if we look if we look at the 9 of wands with with the gold itself, it's trying to fight. It's trying to fight to kind of remain its balance here with the situation. So I would say it may fluctuate a bit, yes. Look at this though. It is coming back though. Even though it feels like it's gone, it's not lost, if that makes sense. Because look at this. We do have the justice under that as well. So it will be found. And interesting. Yeah, it will be found. And I'm wondering if there will also be, look at that emperor and the, oh, balance. These people are going to be, let's say, I'm just hearing like prosecuted, like there will be trials. I feel like there will be consequences for the individuals that are like hoarding the gold, if that makes sense, or moving the gold. Oh, I might have to do another video on that, but interesting. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Thank you, lovely lady. Guys, all right. Let's see here. MT. Do I see your son finding a graduate job by September? Or what do we have, Spirit, for MT? Will her son find a graduate job by the end of September? What do we have for MT? Ooh, got a bit of a tough energy, MT. I don't want to say no. I do think, look at, he is in that energy of looking. He just has to be a little bit strategic. I think he will find a job, but I don't think he's going to really love the job. Okay. So I don't think he'll stay there for the long term. There's something here. Look at that situation. It's like he does find one, but he feels a little bit trapped, like he's forced to take it, is what it looks like. So I don't see him staying there for the long term. If I look at what's aspecting it, I think he'll make a big change and he will look for something else afterwards. So, yes, I see him finding a job, but it isn't going to be his forever job. Okay. It'll just be a bit of work experience, from what I can say. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Carolyn. I was actually thinking about you earlier, Carolyn. You popped into my mind. Let's see here. I did see a question and now I lost it. So again, if I missed your questions, my apologies, guys. Just rewrite them, I guess. Did you have a question, Carolyn, that I missed? If you did, feel free to rewrite that in. I didn't see anything. I think your last comment was I was frozen. So let's see here. I'm going to pull some tarot on Suzanne's question. Hello, Suzanne. Does your husband have any negative attachments? He has anger issues. Oh, do you have a question, Crystal? Okay, I will take a look at that in one moment. What do we have for Suzanne's husband? What's his energy field look like, Spirit? Well, I do have the devil right front and center, lovely. Okay. So the only thing is does he drink? Because look at this 3 of Cups here. So 3 of Cups to me, this could be an overindulgence. And I also have 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So you have lots of 3 energy as well. So if he is, let's say, indulging in drinking, again, alcohol is one of those things where it really does put holes in our energetic or auric field for certain attachments to come in. Okay. I don't see it being, we don't have necessarily like this is something he can absolutely overcome. Yes, he's trying to stop. Okay. I do see him having the strength. Look at the outcome is a new beginning, strength. And we also have the Chariot. This is overcoming obstacles. So there could be, I mean, a certain specific, let's say, event that comes up that kind of wakes him up more or less. So there's something happening within the energy, like three of Wands as well. It's kind of pursuing things from a different perspective as well, but there's been a lot of, let's say, indulging here. Okay. And when we indulge in those things, then yeah, sometimes we do open ourselves up to, let's say, thought forms or certain entities, but it's not as scary as it sounds, you guys. It's just a lot of, again, bringing ourselves back to center. It's just knowing that certain, let's say, habits such as drinking lower our vibration. Okay. And all we have to do is shift our perspective and step into a new version where he doesn't need that. Okay. So I don't necessarily like, there could be with that devil and drinking, there could be some things going on, but he has to be also open and willing to work on that. Okay. So if he is, great, he can easily overcome this. I see him overcoming this in the outcome. It looks really positive. Okay. So it does look like you guys will get through it. All right. So let's see here. He needs a job. Okay, I can take a look at that in a minute. I'm just going to quickly go and see here what we have for, I think, Crystal, you said you had a question, but then I didn't see it. So gratitude is important. Hello, Philip. Sorry I missed your question. I will come back to you here. Oh, sorry, guys, my nose is itchy. Oh, okay, Crystal, you did send thank you for putting your question there, because I couldn't find it. So my partner and I got together with some very awake souls in Sedona. We're all wanting to find an off-grid community, and there are some already forming. Do you see us finding one soon in Arizona and anything else? That's interesting that you said that because I've been thinking more like you guys, I had a really, really cool experience yesterday. I dropped my daughter off and I went to this park and there was this beautiful tree. So I went and I sat with this tree with my back against the tree. And as I was just sitting there feeling like like you could feel almost the resonance of the tree breathing. And this green ray shot down into my crown chakra and it was so beautiful. And after I was like, what was that? And it was almost like what I was being shown as an activation for using discernment as well, which was interesting, which kind of brought me into my whole um, remote viewing and situation that I was looking at last night. But the thing is with the off grids, I'm like, you know what? How cool would that be to live in like a community where it's just this beautiful soul, heart to heart community. And, you're just connecting. You're just out there. You're in nature. I just love it. So let's see what we have for Crystal. What's the energy of her and her partner finding an off-grid community in Arizona? What's coming out for them? I do see you guys finding this and let's say kind of moving towards that, but I don't see it happening right now, lovely lady. There is something about a delay happening here. So I don't know if there was just a bit of kind of like things still coming together. You said there are some communities forming, but I don't know if they're fully, if you want to be integrated in that process of helping, then yes, I see that happening. But there is something like with this Three of Swords delaying this shift or this move for you. So you'll get there, but it seems a little bit delayed from what I can see, okay? Did you have a specific time? I think you were just saying, do I see you finding one soon? It doesn't look like it's coming up super soon, but I do see you guys still continuing to have breakthroughs and look into this. What else do you have, Spirit? What is... Yes, Carolyn, I guess if you could repost, please, because I'm not too sure where your question was. Any messages for Crystal when it comes to making this transition? What does that look like for Carolyn? Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase this. For Crystal, we got the C names coming out. What do we have, Spirit, for Crystal when it comes to her moving forward, her and her partner moving forward with this off-grid community? Why was there such a delay here? Yeah, see, again, this is something, this is something you and your partner are absolutely doing. I do see you guys making this. There's you guys together, you and your partner, and there is the world showing that traveling there to it. But again, I have that Four of Pentacles in the situation. So it feels like there's still things that are forming and coming together. So it doesn't feel ready yet. Okay. But that's not to say that it's not going to happen. I just don't see it happening in the next like month or maybe 2 months. This is something that's going to be a little bit further out there, but you guys are moving towards that. Okay. Absolutely. And look at that. Back of the deck is the Fool. This is a whole new start. It's really beautiful. And look at this community coming together. This is the community card, Crystal. Beautiful. I love that that came out. So yes, you absolutely have a lot to look forward to in terms of making that transition, but it just seems like it's a little bit in the future, okay? So again, if you guys find a community you really connect with and you want to focus on helping and contributing to building this, off-grid community, then I see that you being actively involved in it, but just the actual sense of moving there doesn't seem like it's happening just yet. Okay. So that's what I have for you there, lovely lady. So thank you so much for your question. Yes, communities will be the future as humanity will have to work together in the reality we're in now. Absolutely. Absolutely, girl. And I think we will see more of these communities forming when it comes to growing our own foods, coming together. It's like everybody's kind of contributing. It's like a barter-based system, right? So, thank you so much. Absolutely. All right, let's see what we have for the lovely Carolyn. Question regarding your daughter. She just got into a new relationship just after being in a long-term relationship. What is the energy between them? All right, what do we have for Carolyn's daughter and the current relationship she just got into? What do we have for Carolyn and her daughter's relationship right now? Um, well, it does feel like she still is healing. Like, look at this. We have the 3 of Swords in the center, okay? This is representing the present time. So I have to be honest, it does feel like she's kind of entering into this relationship as a little bit of a distraction. I don't get anything bad, like in terms of like his intentions or anything of that matter. I actually see this could potentially, a lot of the times when we get into relationships, they can be a very big catalyst at helping us learn, helping us grow, okay? And I do see that being the case. I'm wondering if like this gentleman comes from a well-off family as well, because there's a lot here about business, a lot of stability, a lot of wealth as well as coming up. And we do have that high priest in the situation. Sometimes this is a marriage card as well. So I do think that he has good intentions from what I can see, but I feel like she's still a little brokenhearted. And I mean, this is her journey. So if this is her choice to get into another relationship right now, then that's something she'll have to maneuver and grow and learn from. But overall, I mean, do we see them? Let's see. Do we see them staying together for the long run? Let's see here. I get good intentions from his side. What's the energy of Carolyn's daughter and her current recent relationship? Will they have long-term stability? It's a very big possibility, Carolyn. Yeah. I have good breakthroughs here. I do think that, he's a good support for her as well, but I do have to say she still has that, bit of a broken heart within her energy field here. So it wouldn't surprise me if they do stay together for quite some time, even if she kind of got into it as an intention of maybe just distracting herself. But it at the same time, look at this. We have the wheel right in the middle. This is sometimes good luck. This is a faded energy, okay? So it does look like they could potentially, stay together for a while here. I don't get a bad energy from them at all, or from his side. It just looks like she may have entered into something a little too soon as a distraction because her heart's still healing. But that's what I have for you, lovely lady. All right. So let's see here. Thank you guys for all your questions. All right. We'll take a couple more before we end it, just because we did have a hiccup here in the beginning again. All right. Of course. Thank you so much, Carolyn. I lots of love to you, girl. Okay. Jolie, I think you had some questions. but I'm not sure what the backstory. You said the one I'm looking at right now says, "What do I need to know about the situation with my ex-husband and daughter?" Um, just gonna try to scroll back up here. Oh, Philip, I wanted to answer Philip's question as okay. Let's see here. Let me Jolie. I think one of your messages got deleted too. Okay, I'll take a look at your question, Jolie, in a moment. I'm gonna just circle back here to Philip. It says you often sit and meditate under a tree. Does the tree have a message for you? Maybe it's crazy. It's not a crazy question. I did this yesterday. I did this yesterday, and I've sat with that tree before. I've been there before, and often it's just existing, just being. It's just seeing yourself as being in the presence of everything that is. But there was a really cool kind of transmission, I guess, or I guess you can say call it a download that happened yesterday for me personally when I seen that green ray. And it was almost like this was a consciousness, a green ray guardian is what I got as the name. And this came through as kind of another level of awakening for, I don't want to say awakening, but just a layer of helping me use my discernment as well, because that's what I was practicing with. There's so much stuff out there, especially with AI right now, where it's like, is this real or is this AI generated? Right. So when you look into the full soul of it, like feel the sensations. How does this image, how does this statement, what is this person saying? How does it resonate with me? Like ask yourself these questions. But let me pull a couple cards. Maybe this is an oracle one because I'm seeing in my head one moment. Um, Darn, I'm seeing a specific oracle deck I have in my head, but I don't know where it is. Oh, I think I found it. Yes, it's called the Mystic Forest Oracle cards. I love these ones. So I'll pull one tarot card. What message does the tree spirit have for Philip? Look at what came up, Philip. It looks like a tree. That's hilarious. I love it. I love when spirit does little things like this. It's trying to relay a sense of a new vibrational energy to you as well. What message does the connection that Philip had with the tree, what's the message for Philip? One of a kind and heart path. So it says here, it's talking about you understanding. It says, from the moment that you emerged into this world, you've had an extraordinary talent. You understanding starlight, animal voices, and all things magical. And I love it because look at this. There's an image of this little young baby, and there's that beautiful tree in the background, okay? And the heart path as well. When I was connecting with the tree, my tree spirit yesterday, with that green ray, look at the green is related to the heart chakra, the opening of the heart. And it says this road, it's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart and you can't go wrong. And we have this lady walking into the forest with the trees. So the more you connect with that tree, Philip, the more messages will come in. But a lot of the times too, from what I'm realizing is that like I was looking to see if there was a transmission or a message from before, and I didn't get anything until yesterday. And it wasn't words, it was more of a light, it was a vision. Okay, so for yourself as well, feel into that. But this tree is absolutely giving you more inspirational energy at connecting with nature itself. Like you're transforming here, it's beautiful. And look at that. This is all about passion. This is all about pursuing a path that is heart centered. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Philip. All right, so let's see here. Jolie, you had a question. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at your question, Jolie. I'm not too sure the backstory of it. I'll see what comes out with the tarot. But you said here, um, what do you need to know about the situation with your ex? And sorry, I keep losing it. These messages are so small. Okay, what do I need to know about the situation with my ex-husband and daughter? What's the energy for Jolie James when it comes to the ex-husband and daughter? Um Is okay, so what's coming out here is I'm wondering if he has some manipulated energy. I don't know if this is I don't necessarily have my card that comes out that represents children, but there is a sense of being highly manipulative here, okay? There is that magician, and we have this is lies, this is deceit. Okay, so I feel like he's trying to hold on to something very tight. So I'm wondering if this is again in connections to your daughter, like in terms of, are you guys sharing custody? How is that working? Um, there is a sense of wanting, look at this, we have the ace, we do have a breakthrough with walking away as well. So okay, experiencing post-separation abuse and control since divorcing. Yeah, I can see he's got not a good energy here, lots of manipulative energy, lots of just yeah, just not great energy here at all. And I feel like he may potentially use, I don't know if he is, you can let me know if this resonates with you, but I'm wondering if he is using your guys' daughter as a bit of a catalyst for manipulating energy here. In terms of this, I do see you like for advice for you. It's like, I know this is, I can't say, I know this is a tough situation, but there are breakthroughs coming. I want you to focus on what you can control internally because you can't control what he's going to do. I see he has not a good energy here, and it looks like it's tough for sure, but control what you can perceive and how you can move forward with your within your day-to-day life, okay? Because you can't control what he's going to do, you can't control what he's going to say. And just being heart-centered and genuine within yourself and knowing where you're moving, okay? So just like that kind of I know this is a bit of a different situation, but for example, if you look out your window, you can't control what the neighbor's doing across the street. But if they are, I don't know, being awful to their kids and yelling at their kids, yeah, you have a voice as well. And I'm not saying to suppress your voice or suppress your light either, but there's a sense of like you can control how you perceive and how you move forward in your actions, if that makes sense. Okay, so your therapist said it's domestic violence. Yeah, I do see that. And if you are at all in a situation that is, violent, I absolutely recommend getting out of that. I'm not a doctor or a therapist here. So talking to your therapist and talking counseling can be extremely effective as well. But go within, because I want you to focus on your perspective and what you can control in your life. Not even control, but just go with the flow, how you can move in your energy without being so tied down and restricted to, oh my goodness, what is he going to do next? What is he going to say next? Okay, live in your heart center, because when you allow other people to control how you feel, then that's kind of like the ultimate slavery, right? So I do see you going through breakthroughs, okay? You have the Ace of Swords in the outcome, which shows you breaking free from this, and the Eight of Cups, walking away from putting up with his BS. So if you detach from that energy, right? What does he have left? All right. Hello, Violet. I don't well, I'm here from Canada, and I don't know if we have, like, cash apps and stuff like that, so I've looked a long time ago, and a lot of those apps are not available in Canada, so I'm here for you guys. I mean, I appreciate all the support, the love, and the donations, and I do have on my website right now a donation tab too, so that's always available if you feel guided to. But yes, I do relationship readings, whatever's coming up for you guys. Thankfully. Yeah, doing your best to stay in the flow. Absolutely, girl. Work on surrendering that, okay? Try to work on surrendering and neutralizing how he has affected your life. Surrender. Put it into a ball. If you guys, most of you guys are probably familiar with Brad, but if not, check out Wisdom Transmissions. He has free like release ball transmission techniques as well to surrender. And these techniques do work, okay? So put all of that all feelings of your fears, your anxieties, put that all into a ball, om chant into it. Cord cut. I love cord cutting. I'm more of a cord cutting gal, so that's what I use, but the om chanting is also phenomenal. Thankfully, I don't think I've seen your question. I think I'll end with your question. Let's see. I've asked spirit for more wisdom and for gifts of intuition to help others. How do you feel? Okay, it's great that you're talking to spirit and talking to your guides. I absolutely encourage that for sure. But also, because this is something that I did for so long, and I kind of found barriers with it because you are seeing it as let's say you're seeing it as like these guides or spirits, let's say our spirit guides, our ancestors, whatever your soul galactic family are going to come and give us this. We think that by reaching out to them, they are going to almost give us this ability. And the thing is, we already have it, okay? It has nothing to do with asking for it. Because again, when you're asking for it, you're not fully in that resonance of activating it. So, first of all, thankfully, I want you to know that you already have this gift of intuition. You already have this gift to help others. Okay, you just have to focus on the internal resonance of it. Shift your frequency to the activation within rather than looking externally. Not to say there's anything wrong with asking your guides, show me the way, show me the connection, show me how to activate this inside of myself, okay? Because it is inside of you. But what do we have with the momentum moving forward? Thankfully, when it comes to her intuition and assisting others, is this being activated? I have seen with the, let's pull some cards first and see what we have too. There are yes, okay. There's going to be a little bit of like ups and downs. And I feel like sometimes too, we see things in terms of needing it to look a certain way, right? You know, maybe you see somebody online that receives, I don't know, maybe they can talk, their mediumship, they can talk to spirits and they get those messages so clearly. That may look differently for you. And a lot of these really successful mediums and psychics, whatever you want to say, label them as, they have not just like woke up one day and willy-nilly, like, here I am, I have all these abilities. They have worked on this. And many of them have worked on this from off camera, behind the scenes for so long. Okay. So with yourself, there is activations happening for you from what I see in your dream state at night as well, kind of shifting new perspectives, but I feel like they're coming through and there's a sense of it just you need oh my goodness. Okay, let me try to reword this here. There's a sense of needing to like reevaluate it from a different perspective because when I look at the outcome, the 10 of Wands, it's like a bit of a heavy burden on your shoulder. And I really want you just to connect with being open to saying, okay, like I'm open to my intuition, however that truly looks, because you may be receiving it different than others. But I do see you celebrating. There is activations happening. Again, water is very key. For some reason, that is something that I've personally been really working with light codes and activations within the water, light codes. Okay. So for yourself, yes, lovely lady, I do see you experiencing more intuition coming in. And it seems like as a collective, the more we're shifting and moving as well, we are receiving. It's like as these distorted or inorganic timelines are dissolving, our natural progression of our intuition and things are going to unfolding. So it's not that we're getting anything from the external, we're just our inner DNA, our inner active